right, guys. Today we're going to talk about how do you actually make all this money that I was talking about in the previous video when I was kind of bitching a little bit about some owner-operators crying about the market, saying it's impossible to make the money, the fuel is too high, the rates are too low, and I was talking about some examples of our owner-operators right here making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in a week,
right,
in the same crappy market that you're struggling in with the same rates, with same dispatchers, same everything. So here we go. I was called out on that, and now we're going to go into detail because one guy was like, I get it. You say do whatever it takes, push forward, don't give up, all this nice,
But they want details. They want to see exactly how it was done.
Yeah, so the guy was like, cut the shit and kind of let
So here we go. We're going to go through this shit right now.
Let's talk about serious stuff, about serious numbers. And here are the numbers. However, guys, if you're out of Florida, if you're an owner-operator out of Florida, give Christian a call.
863-342-5171.
All right, he's going to give you all the breakdown on what programs do we have for you. You can be making this money. And by the way, it's not going to be all good. We have a few bad ones that we're also going to talk about at the end of this video. We're going to explain what needs to change for these numbers to turn from bad to good. And trust me, you can do it. Because, again, good loads, good weeks, good settlements, and bad settlements, everything is the same. Same company, same market, same fuel, same dispatcher, same everything. So it's all on you. All right, let's go into details. Let's start with the first one.
All right, so the first one, most important piece, is starting off on that Monday. This guy was already out on the road, so that's why the first Monday is from Arizona going into Texas. There's 1,000 miles on that, 3,100. Okay. Show's not over, obviously, for the guy, so he's going to do a couple of local runs for this guy. So he's going to drop from Marble Falls down to Kendall, Texas, 212 miles for $950. But just keep in mind, that one delivers next morning. So, okay, I get it. Some people are going to say, oh, my God, like I could do 2 of those a day. But customer has some constraints. Now he's got another one that's going to go Grand Prairie down to Missouri City.
Texas, Missouri City in Texas, $950.
Yep. And then we're gonna shoot him back up from Houston to Fort Worth, 289 miles for $900. Okay, so he had 2 of those. He had 3 of those local runs before he jumped on Mineral Wells, Florida.
No, Mineral Wells, Texas, Auburndale, Florida for $3,600 coming home. So his total week is $7,215. Now, this guy is actually he's paying attention. Because obviously, like wherever you work for, you most likely have a fuel discount program. Make sure you utilize this. This guy was able to actually save on fuel on every fill up. So here's his savings. He got $470 in fuel. He received a discount for it, $89. Then another fill up, $510, discount, $82. Another fill up, $408, discount, $42. $512 fill up, $48 discount, and another fill up, $45 discount, another fill up, $86 discount. So this guy is tracking his app, he's paying attention to fuel pricing, and he's saving money every single time. So if we put all this money together, this is just a ballpark number, but this is about $300 in fuel discounts alone, doing nothing. So his settlement, and again, that's we don't take commission for these numbers.
No.
So that's a clean $300 back into your pocket. And this guy finishes a week taking home $4,521.30.
So there you go. Possible. And remember, for the guys paying attention and doing the math, he did his after the 25%. He did make gross $72.15.
Yes. Okay. So here we go. The bottom line of this one: the guy was hustling, the guy was pushing. The guy squeezed every hour legally available to him.
And whatever rate per mile you want to label that, it's 45.21 to the house. That's that net.
Yeah, so his average per mile is probably not even very high, but everything else adds up, and you get this nice number. So now let's go to the next one. What are we looking at?
We got this guy. He just runs a different area. Looks like he shot out and came back in. But here we go. Leaving Florida to Georgia, my man. So that's not bad. Actually, that's pretty good. $900. All right. Then from Georgia to Connecticut, doing what he has to do. from Connecticut. We got
Hold on. Georgia to Connecticut, man. The rate is $29.36. Let me tell you something about this rate. The dispatcher was really hustling. Because you don't get this like 29 even. He squeezed every penny out of this broker. So 29.36. If you see sometimes a number like this, you have yourself a badass dispatcher.
There you go. And then you got a North Bergen shooting over to Ohio. Okay, 450 miles on that for $1338.99. How did that happen? So again, just probably pushing forward. And then he's got an Ohio coming back to Tampa. All right, and that's 1,000 miles, and we're talking $2,900 on that.
$2,900 because coming back to Florida, well, historically speaking, is always going to pay on the better end.
Yeah.
So here we go. Now he did all that after company percentage. He took $6,131.24. He also got $75 detention somewhere. Now, this guy was able to save a lot of money on the fuel. I'm not going to read every transaction. So I'm just going to run through the discount numbers per fill up. So every number is a separate fill up and how much money he was able to save. So $91, $39. $37, $86, $119,
That's a good one.
$64, $56. If I would have to ballpark, 2, 3, 4, this guy's probably close to $500 in savings.
Yeah. And so check this out. Okay, this guy's taking advantage of our plate program. So either you have your own plates or you're participating in a plate program with the company. Either way, it costs money. We all know that. So in his settlement, you'll see a $200 deduction for the plates because we do that for 10 weeks. But it's in there. But check it out. His fuel savings alone just offset that cost.
For 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, there you go. So here we go. At the end of the day, this guy take home $34.69
and 9 cents.
Yeah, that's important.
That's important. All right, so $34.69 in this market right now, right here. Same dispatcher, same company, same market, same freight rates, same fuel, same everything. All right, let's go to number 3. All right, so now this guy, again, very important thing. What's common between these guys? Every single one of them starts on Monday because we have no time to waste. We all about the money. So this guy starts on Monday, Allentown, PA to Perryville, Maryland. Very, very short miles, really. 115 miles, $800.
Yeah.
Then Aberdeen, Maryland to Norfolk, Virginia, 275 miles, $900. Norfolk, Virginia to Greenville, South Carolina, 441 miles, $1,400. Then Augusta, Georgia to Jacksonville, 241 miles, $1,000. Atlanta to Lakeland, 1825. And then Jacksonville, Florida to Duluth, Georgia, $750. I think this is the one that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Can you break it down real quick?
Yes, I'll break it down. So check this out, guys. Actually, on Friday, these two last ones are not in sequential order. So he actually took Augusta, Georgia to Jacksonville for $1,000. However, he was able to shoot back up because we knew for Saturday he would have an Atlanta, Georgia back to Lakeland for $1,825. So that load already existed. So they asked the guy, "Hey, do you want to squeeze one more in before going home?" Mm-hmm. And that's the major difference. He said yes. So then after delivering to Jacksonville, just got a reload coming right back up. Again, $750. Welcome to Florida, guys. But already pre-planned to do that extra load before we finish out that week.
Yes, because the interesting thing is the guy was already home. I think this guy's from Jacksonville. No?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So the guy was already home, but he decided, you know what? Money talks, you know what works. So he's all about his money. He's like, I gotta squeeze in that overload from Atlanta to Lakeland for $1,825. Send me with whatever out there. I gotta get it. So he went out there for $750, and he came back for $1,825, and he killed it. So his net is $5,081, and he was diligent on the fuel. Again, I'll read the fuel discounts only. I'm not going to read every single number. $102, $88, $82, $73, $44, So he got fuel 4 times. He was able to save money every single time. His total savings, about $350, give or take. I'm just ballparking the number. And this guy took home running all these short runs, $3,031. But don't confuse it for really, really short runs. He ran shorter runs, but he was available and he was willing to go anywhere to get that money. He allowed his dispatcher to experiment and push him to the limit.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, number 4.
All right, so number 4, here we go. This one actually pretty good, stepping outside the box. Guys have seen our videos from the dedicated and shooting out, but here's a guy who's willing to adapt. So here we go, man. Jacksonville, Florida to Houston, Texas. 2082 at 82 cents. All right. Then he gets to Texas. He doesn't want to come right back. Why do that? And for whatever reason, I'm sure there's a reason for this, and we had to adapt. He's open from Houston, Texas to Kirkland, Illinois, 1,000 miles on that for $3,015. Okay, and then from Illinois back to that Lakeland. Okay, for the 1,100 miles for $3,100. So that's a pretty good jump up to chase the money and come back down. I know we're going to talk about that fuel discount.
And also, before we go there, looking at the gross numbers, 2,082 cents, 3,015 even. These numbers, if you see these numbers on your rate confirmation, you have a strong dispatcher. Because he's squeezing up to a penny. By the way, let me give you a quick advice. If you guys dispatching yourself or whatnot, or maybe you can give this advice to your dispatcher. Sometimes, in a tough market, it's tough negotiations. And what I find that always worked for me was I would high roll, the rate, try to get the best. And I would tell the customer or the broker some crazy rate. So, for example, if I really, really trying to get like $3,000, I would tell him like the lowest I can do, bro, $3,016.27. You know what that does? It kind of because the broker of a customer, just like your dispatcher, is calling around, checking out the prices, trying to get the numbers, and a lot of people giving different numbers and everything else. When you give that detailed numbers, we get this impression that you really, really did your math, and you kind of already gave them really the best deal that you can give, because everything else we only hear the round numbers. So that's one of the negotiation tactics. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but hey, you never know until you try.
There you go, guys. And so there we go. Going back to the fuel, check this guy out. Discount 116, 392, 83, 63, 76, 29. And look, here's another individual with the plate program. So again, right here, the fuel savings alone is helping him save off of that plate.
So his fuel savings paid for his plates, and he still got enough for a pretty nice steak out there.
Yeah, there you go.
With his wife.
Yes.
Or girlfriend. Or boyfriend. Whatever.
So this guy took home $3,400 $3,400, man.
$3,400, $1.17.
And look, and left Florida and back to Florida.
Yep.
But didn't care what he had to do in between. No limitations.
Absolutely. Was able to do whatever it takes. And what's very common between these guys, starting day is Monday, because we have no hour to waste. We're all about the money. All right. That's another pretty good one.
All right. So Richmond, Virginia, over to Savannah, Georgia, 460 miles for $1,400. Then Savannah going to, what is that, Adairsville, Georgia?
Savannah to Georgia, 320 miles, $1,000.
Then Winder, Georgia, going to Texas, okay, not to Florida, going out to Texas. So check that out, man. He could have came home, but he didn't. He shot out to Texas, 840 miles for $2,000. Then jumped on that Texas, Mineral Wells, Texas, to Florida, Auburndale, Florida, 1,200 miles for $3,600. Okay.
And his total net for a week is $6,000. Again, net for a week, which puts him at at a decent number.
Hey, fuel savings, pretty good job here, man. Look at this one. He saved $138, 65, 109, 67. It's pretty good, man. He's getting up there, and the importance here, look, so close. This is the highlight, man. When we say you do what it takes, this guy was so close to home. He was in Georgia, in midweek and went to Texas. He didn't want to stay around locally just
to be safe, that I can come back Friday morning or whatnot.
Man,
he was all about the money, because he knew, like, if I'm just gonna stay around, like, what is it gonna be? Because you take those 2 last loads and turn them even into $1,000 loads, right? Just to stay around Georgia, Florida, man, it wouldn't be good. I'll tell you right now, it wouldn't be good. You guys do the math. Let us know in the comments below what the number he would be at. But he would not be doing well. But putting those 2 long runs in, he killed it. And take home $3,879.21 American.
Mamma mia. All right.
All right. Now we're approaching the not so good area. Again, remember, guys, same company, same dispatcher, same market, same fuel prices, same everything. The only that's different is the driver. And if you're looking at this from your driver's seat, maybe we're talking about you.
Could be. All right, so we got a guy, South Carolina, shooting out to PA, 568 miles for $1,650. And then from PA to Ohio, it's 114 miles for $1,000.
Yeah.
And then it stops.
So now you would ask why. I'll tell you why. This guy didn't start until Friday.
Here we go.
So he was only able to squeeze in those 2 loads, netting $1,987. He still did a decent job saving on fuel. $94 on one fill up and $82 on another fill up. But that wasn't even enough to offset his plates, because he's on a plate program. And here we go. He took home $917.80.
Right. So here's the point of view on this, guys. For whatever it doesn't matter, for whatever reason he was in, whether he left two points of views on this, right? He could have left Friday because his truck was broken down and then said, let me make some money as opposed to no money to offset the price of my tag so I don't go into a negative balance for the following week. Yeah, something like that. Fair. However, if it's someone who's not going out because, hey, tomorrow the rates will be better. Tomorrow the rates will be better. And then it's not. And then here we go.
If you're looking for tomorrow rates going to be better, go out today and we will be better tomorrow. But you have to be in different area.
There we go. So that's...
All right. So let's go to the next, because we're running out of battery there, I can tell. And these are going to be easy because there is nothing to really talk about.
All right. Here we go. So all local stuff.
All local stuff. Okay. The guy runs at 194 miles. It's all Florida, and he only did 1 load from Lakeland to Atlanta. No, he didn't even do that. That was a truck order not used. See that?
Yeah.
So here we go. The guy does pretty much local, just Florida. Jacksonville to Polk City, Groveland to Lakeland, and then truck order not used. When you think about it, the pay per mile is decent. It's $755, $755, and then $500, and then $150 truck order not used. So the rate per mile is actually probably pretty good here, but his net is only $16.20. Now, if we take the fuel away, because he obviously probably ended up a week also like with fairly full tanks of fuel. He didn't need that much fuel. So now he did a good job on saving still, because one discount that he got was $153 per fill-up.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty good. Then the other discount probably went to some crappy truck stop, 19 cents only, and then $24 another discount. So this guy took home only $795.16. Now, why? Because a couple of things. He only started on Wednesday, and he was home on Friday. This is not a heavy runner. And then he didn't want to do nothing. Again, if you would look at his per mile rate, he's probably over $4 a mile.
Yeah, but keep in mind, just like you said, like guys, this truck order not used, Lakeland to Georgia, right? Okay, it happens. It's trucking. But in this case, it is so much more damaging to his week financially because he started on Wednesday. If he would have started on a Monday, that truck order not used, it's part of the deal, man. This business is that.
And also, look, I can add to this something else. very possible that this guy maybe could have ended up with something like we talked about the other guy that decided to run to Georgia to get that big load in. And once something happened to this load, it got canceled or whatever else, the guy, instead of still being open and telling his dispatcher, get me something else, let's still go get that load, he just got discouraged and he went home. And a lot of times on those bad settlements, I see that it's almost like, the driver is only looking for something to go wrong so he can go home.
Yeah. Yep.
So you got to be hustling. You got to be hustling.
You got to be in it to win it, right?
All right. Now, this is something that you need just to consider. This is not bad, nor it is good, but it's bad. So it's only one load. The guy goes from Lakeland to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and that is it. So the guy broke down, actually.
Yeah.
Now, what you need to consider, minus fuel and everything else, because he left with empty tanks of fuel, he only ended up taking home $199.35. Obviously, he has deductions for plates and everything else, so that obviously did it. But the point that I want to make here, maybe this guy would have, a winning week. We don't know that because he broke down and he stopped, and this is the outcome. And you guys in trucking, this does happen. My point is this: never run out of money, because I've seen guys who are, we go out, we make all this great money, and then we go home and we don't come out until we run out of money.
Yeah.
So now, imagine, I'm not saying this is the guy that does that. I'm just saying this is an example. Imagine the guy who doesn't go out until he's running completely out of money, dry, decides, all right, now is the time to go. And now he's on that load. And now he goes to Pennsylvania. And now he breaks down. And now he's only have $199 coming to him. And if he has nothing else coming, because he is the guy who likes to stay home until he runs out dry, that could be the end of your owner-operator business.
Yeah.
Easy.
So either way you look at it, bottom line, guys, for something like this, whether this guy did one load by choice or forced or
by chance.
By chance, this is what one load looks like.
Yep. All right. The last one.
All right, here we go.
So what do we have here?
We got some local stuff again, guys. We got Plant City to Melbourne, Lakeland to Tampa, Orlando to Tampa, Tampa to Orlando, kind of all day long with that. 500, 509, 595, 150 for a grand total of $1,334 for the week. Okay. Fuel savings, nothing to write home about, and to be honest, $4.52 and $12. So nothing really there. So this guy took home $595.
Not 5,095. No. He took $595.80. He also have very crappy fuel savings. There is nothing to brag about. $4.52, $12.17. The biggest problem here, I think, is this. Now, he started on Monday. He ended up on probably Friday morning or Thursday night, so only 4 days. You did the calculation per mile?
Yeah, $4.20 a mile. Here we go.
So $4.20 a mile, this guy is probably killing it. He makes more per mile than any of these guys, making $4,500, $3,500, $3,000, $3,400, $3,800. He makes a lot more per mile than everybody else, but he only does very, very short hops, only one a day in Florida. On the average, $500 per trip. That puts him at $4.20 per mile. Plus, he still needs the fuel for it, and he takes home $595. So this is the point that I want to make. If you locked into this, how much per mile? If you think this is the trucking business, if you think this is it, I started using this example lately. What do you think? $100 per hour, is that good job or bad job, right? It's a good job.
Good job.
What if I give you only 15 minutes a day? How rich are you going to be having this job?
Not so rich.
Not so rich. That means that unless you put in the work, unless you understand how to make the money, you're going to be in the world of hurt. I actually seen not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago, I seen a settlement, $8 a mile. The guy was in the negative because he only did a couple miles, and he thinks he's winning, but he's actually losing. So all these guys, again, we made a lot less per mile, but we understand the business a lot better. So if you don't understand the business that good, if this is what you struggle with, give my man Christian a call.
863-342-5171.
Yes, and we're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah, I actually got 2 calls this morning on the recruiting end, guys, and it's the same. We got owner operators looking for some opportunity, which is great. However, we like to always talk about why, what's the difference, what's not working out for you, and a common theme that's been coming up lately, man. At the end of the day, whether it's the price of rates, this, that, the fuel, I kind of get a feeling sometimes these guys just don't want to. Like, you don't want to stretch out. You don't want to travel those areas. And let me tell you, the market is not going to adjust to your wish list and what you think it should pay. Unfortunately, I wish it could. The more I can get and pay, hey, that's
yeah, like
that would be it.
Everybody, because when you talk to customers, to brokers, when the rate prices are high, nobody is crying and bitching, including the customer who is paying that high rate.
Yeah.
Because everybody is making money. And that's the point. Now, things are changing. At the end of the day, all these money, as we gave some examples again, we went from $45 to like $3,000. You can make that every week. If you don't know how, talk to your dispatcher. If you are already with us, give Jerome a call, give Christian a call. Let's talk about how you can still make it happen. This is just a dip in the market. We go over those dips in the market every couple years. Average tracking so-called recession is happening every 2 years, and on the average it lasts about 10 months. So, for example, if you don't have money today and you're waiting for the rates to improve, the chances are you still have to wait for a few months, at least.
Yeah.
And that's not considering any other, global challenges going on. But
and remember, also, guys, to debunk a theory too, these guys look like you mentioned 4.5, 3.5, 3. Weight never came up. It's never an issue. These monies were taken home, all legal weight. Sometimes heavier, sometimes lighter. So.
Absolutely. So the bottom line is, pretty much everyone who didn't make the cut, and we calling everyone didn't make the cut, who made less than $3,000, is pretty much the people that has weight limitations, distance limitations, time limitations, personal limitations, truck limitations, all kinds of limitations. We didn't make money because we are all about their limitations. And the people who has no limitations, the only limitation is we have a business that we want to thrive. We have a family that we want to feed. We have a house that we want to, pay for. Even if we don't want to,
we got to.
We got to, because we're not going to live on the street. That's the difference. The people who know what we want. So we hope that you are the one. If you were a little depressed by the fuel prices and, the freight rates, hopefully this can help you to see the light, because this is not the end. This happens all the time, every so often. And this is not the reason to go out of business and become somebody's driver. And then when the market turns around and starts, going crazy again,
then yeah,
you don't even have a truck. So I invite you to stay positive, stay in business, run hard, make money, because the money can still be made. Don't allow negativity to get in your head. And here are the facts. So I hope nobody gonna call us out right now that we were vague or insufficient in our explanations how everything works.
Yep.
And here we go. And again, guys, if you're out of Florida, owner-operator, looking to become an owner-operator. By the way, we don't lease trucks, but talk to us before you buy a truck, because maybe it's not even for you. If we can talk you out of this, we did a good job, man. Because we don't want you to buy a truck and suffer.
There we go. Don't buy a truck to work less, as we always say. But guys, please either love it or bash it. Either way, drop the comments below. Again, if you want to talk to us, 863-342-5171. We're always available.
Yeah, and if you're looking to make 45 to 35 on the average, give my man Christian a call. We got you covered, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.
Drive safe.